Play through. No.
Have a good day.
Thank you, too.
Thanks. Morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
A matched pair.
That's what I said. They didn't send me the ribbon.
Sorry, next time we'll be texting you. Are you ready for me to start?
You're ready.
Okay, so my first agenda item is February-March JFS data report. Not a lot of significant changes that I saw, but on page 2, under the Public Assistance Division, which is on the second floor in this building, we did see a little bit of an increase in clients being seen in the building from February to March, about 70 more people. But again, we're back and we're here to serve, so I just wanted to point that out.
Very good.
Yep. Page
Can I
3,
make a comment on that?
you can.
As the CEO chair of NOTCOG, I have to give kudos to our staff because some of the other members in our district were still not open to the public, only by appointment only. And it's coming from a directive from the state that they want them open. They want their lobbies open. So once again, Kelly Jo and her staff were, as always, very proactive in opening our lobbies and stuff. So I just want to give a special shout out to our JFS because,
Agreed.
yeah.
You guys were ready that day.
Thank you.
So, okay.
I appreciate that. Page 3, Ohio Means Jobs data. We did not, and Brian is the point of contact with the VA to get the job placement data, so you don't see anything in the March under veteran job placements. So we need to make sure that's collected for next time. The stats for the workforce have been consistent, with the exception of page 5, our valued CCMEP Comprehensive Case Management Program for 14 to 24-year-olds. You see a decrease in total youth from 147 to 94. We did a desk review during that period. One, we had a retiree, Lori Holman, that left, and so before she left, she did a desk review and exited youth that weren't participating in the program. Why that's important is our funding is tied to that. But since then, we have increased and we're at about 117 youth. So we're receiving new referrals, but during that period, we needed to make sure that, those numbers were accurate and those kiddos that weren't participating were no longer on our rolls.
Okay.
Okay? Page 6, Child Protective Services. In March, it reported that we had 209 youth in care. To date, 194, so just giving you a point in time perspective. And also point in time residential treatment facilities. We had 10 in March, we now have 6 young people. And so that's the trend that we want to have, is step our kids down out of facilities and have them to go into more least restrictive environments when they can. There are some kids that still need therapeutic interventions, mental health and medical issues, but we're in the right direction as far as normalcy.
But we're staying pretty consistent, over 200 with kids in our custody.
Yeah, that has been. And recently we've had a number of sibling groups that have come into care, and so and of course we always try to keep sibling groups together, but when you have 3 and 4 kiddos from a family coming in, that also, but yeah, around 200. And that's really it. Our employee number said 189 as of the end of March. We're now at about 184, as you know, with some resignations and stuff. But we're making it, and we're going to try to maintain those levels, unless, of course, we have the essential positions for which I propose those to you. So that's the data report, unless you have any questions on that. Good?
Good.
All right. Then the next is a packet that will also be in your signature folder. It is the 2022 and 2023 biennial sub-grant agreement with ODJFS, Ohio Department of Job and Family Services, and Ohio Department of Medicaid. All 88 counties have to engage in this contract. And Commissioner Bennett, as you know, the sub-grant agreement was presented yesterday for the COG, so they do it with the workforce divisions and then others. So it just speaks to 2 different changes in this agreement. One, in paragraph F. In paragraph F, it's just language, but what's significant as far as, well, not significant, but what's new is page 3, letter N and O. It says that county job and family services need to comply by ensuring Medicaid determinations and renewals are completed timely. And then it says ensure all Medicaid eligibility case documentation is entered. So I just wanted to bring to your attention, when we were in the heart of the pandemic last March, they froze redeterminations for 88 counties through about October. So we are still playing catch up. But they did put language to say we needed to become compliant, but we also are playing catch up because of the pandemic. So we have a number of comp time projects in the works for staff to be able to catch up. We don't have the budget to do overtime, but we are doing some comp time projects to get better in that space.
Kelly Jo, I'm gonna regress for a second.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know if you were gonna go over the community outreach thing.
Oh.
But I just wanted to touch base with you to see how the foster parent recruitment, because I know it began in March, and with
Yeah.
our numbers staying right at 200, I know it's important.
Yeah, absolutely. So we had 3 families in the sessions in March come contact us and say they had interest, and we have about 4 families in June, I think we have some. So we're in the right direction. We still don't have a lot of interest for teenagers, so we're trying to diminish the stigma of teenagers being aliens, but we're on the right track, and so, yeah, we're doing it.
Thank you.
Thank you, I'm sorry I didn't touch
No,
base on
that's
that.
okay.
So, questions on this agreement, you would sign as commissioners and then I sign as well. Again, that's in your signature folder. And then we'll send it on to the state, once we get your signatures. And then, just a couple discussion points, certainty grant. So the certainty grant was the restoration funds that we've been hoping for over a year when we lost Protect Ohio, that were promised and promised and promised, and then we learned that the state of Ohio had some incorrect data in a system. They were given until April 30th to correct it, for which they did. We still don't have a date when the funds are coming, but we were given news that instead of getting monthly allocations, we'll get a lump sum. But we just don't know the date. So I want to just update you as we go along, because it will be wonderful. It's just we don't know the date. But at least we know we'll get a lump sum, you know, and we'll be better for it
So
then.
it's uncertainty of the certainty.
Yeah, that, yeah.
And there's 12 counties that are impacted and are waiting with bated breath. And she sent a really nice email and said because of the challenges that you 12 counties have had, they made the decision to give us lump sum instead of spreading it out. Because you remember we were supposed to start getting it last September.
Right.
It never came.
And we did.
And we did it. So,
That's your name.
yeah. All right, so that was an update there. Job and Family Services, as an appointment from the Portage County Board of Commissioners, serves as the administrative agent and the fiscal agent for the Family and Children's First Council. And my peers also nominated me as a chair to this council, so I serve in multiple roles. We are undergoing a lot of changes because of new state funding and President Trump's Family First Prevention Act. So I typically don't update you on this because it's not a JFS program, but I think it would be relevant to every quarter give you these updates so you have perspective. Commissioner Clyde was a representative for the board for some time. They did want to know if one of the commissioners would be assigned in the future, and I said I would ask. So, but I'm there and I'm representing it. If you want me to be your designee, I think I'm
On our
fine.
boards and commission, isn't there, or, no, maybe I'm thinking, it's a different one. What's the one where they meet at DD children?
In the morning.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it?
That's it.
Okay.
Family and Children's First
Yeah.
Council.
Yeah, we'll have to look, because I think we did fill that in.
We
It's on
did,
ours.
but I don't remember.
Okay. Well,
Thank you.
I'm there, but I'm gonna report out to you here quarterly, just so you know what's going on new with it's relevant to
And
Portage
that's the
County.
department, is it Sarah Latourette over?
Yeah, but she's also moved from her position. She hasn't taken on another role,
Oh.
so I don't know what's gonna happen in that space. Yeah.
Family community, or family and children?
Family and Children's
Yes,
First
yeah.
Council.
Vicky, and Tony's the alternate.
I didn't even know that, and I haven't been going.
I'll send you information.
Well, they obviously haven't invited you, though, I mean.
I'll send you, Melissa,
Okay.
yeah, I'll send you information. But I'll also update the whole board, but I'm not gonna update today. I just wanted to let you know, you'll see
Okay.
that quarterly. I'm sorry.
Good thing you brought it up,
Yeah.
because Vicky would know.
No.
Okay. And then accreditation, we are undergoing accreditation for our own licensed group home. This is again a federal requirement for all residential facilities in the country under Trump's administration. It's under the Family First Act, and so in order to get Title IV reimbursement dollars, you have to become accredited. So we're on our way. We have until October 1st, and I have a lot of writing ahead of me, but it's a good thing for us to become accredited and
Yeah.
have that stamp of approval. So just wanted to update you. And then the last thing I have is a resolution for a tax advance. We come every year because of our fiscal constraints
Mhm.
and ask for an advance in June for July instead of August. So I would come before you and ask if you would support that resolution.
Board of Commissioners, resolution to request the county auditor advance taxes from the proceeds of 2020 tax collection year pursuant to section 321.34 Ohio Revised Code, Portage County Jobs and Family Services.
Second.
Okay, roll call?
Tony?
Yes.
Vicky?
Yes.
Sabrina?
Yes.
All right, the next one's me. This is just our regular RMS staffing cost transfer from our WIA fund to our public assistance fund. It's the first adjustment for April and then for the month of May.
Board of Commissioners moves resolution to transfer funds 1413 WIA fund to fund 1410 public assistance fund.
Second.
Roll call?
Tony?
Yes.
Vicky?
Yes.
Sabrina?
Yes.
And the last one is our regular monthly mandated share from the general fund to the public assistance fund for the month of June.
Board of Commissioners moves the resolution to transfer funds 0001 to general fund 1410 public assistance fund.
Second.
Roll call?
Tony?
Yes.
Vicky?
Yes.
Sabrina?
Yes.
And Commissioners, I did have an executive session. I'm sorry, I apologize, I overlooked that.
In accordance with Ohio Revised Code, section 121.22G1, motion to go into executive session to discuss the employment of a public employee.
Second.
Roll call?
Tony?
Yes.
Vicky? Yes. Sabrina?
Yes.
I won't make them anymore.
If you get- just-
Come back, I just made them
Yeah,
once, so.
okay. Make a motion, to move out of executive session?
I'll second.
Roll call?
Tony?
Yes.
Vicky? Yes. Sabrina?
Yes.
Is there action?
No action.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
Okay, who's next?